Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please do what feels right for you. You're welcome to skip anything, change anything, do your own thing. Just pay attention to whatever you are doing. And let's begin on our backs. You can come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Go ahead and spread out. You might close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Let your body rest back into the support behind you. Come into a nice slow rhythm with your breath. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's go ahead and stretch. Arms overhead, reach out long like a full body yawn. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, and flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, heels of your feet. And then release, and let's roll to one side. You can extend the bottom arm straight, point your toes, and bring your whole body into a straight long line, but we can use the top hand for a little bit of balance. Now squeeze the legs together and lift them up. Really squeeze inner thighs together and stretch your legs long. This is working core, inner legs, stabilizing muscles. And then release down. Now lift the legs up again and lift the bottom arm. Reaching really long from the head to the tailbone, out through the fingers, out through the toes. And then release down. Now bring both arms overhead, squeeze arms together and legs together and lift up. There may be a little bit of flopping. I call this flounder pose. Squeezing inner legs together, squeezing arms together. And then release down. Now bend the bottom arm, bring your hand to your head, flex your feet, and see if you can bring the top leg up, almost like tree pose, as high as you can on your inner leg. If you're able, balance without the use of that top hand. You can use it as you need, but bring everything in, hips in, knee open. So imagine you could do this in a very narrow corridor. Now reach your hand on the inside for your big toe. You can keep your leg bent or straighten it part way or all the way. And try and keep bringing everything into the midline. So again, as if you were doing this in a very narrow corridor. And all the wobbling that may be happening, I'm wobbling a lot, are core stabilizing muscles. This is strength training. The wobbling is not a problem. It's what we're doing. Now release your hand to the floor, lower that top leg until it's about 6 inches off the floor. Kick out through your heel and split your legs as wide as they'll go without lifting the hip up. See if you can keep your top hip down so you're long on both sides of the torso. Reach through the heel, reach through the toes. Breathing deeply. Now release your foot to the floor. Where it is, the hand that was on your head is going to reach for your foot. If the foot's too far, you can bend your knee, you could hold your calf, or you could put a strap or something around it. Roll open through the top arm. Deep twist. Drop down through the top hip. Now, if you want to add a quad stretch to this, your free hand can try and reach for that free foot. You can bend the knee, reach for it. You might need to lift the torso in order to get it, and then see if you can have everything that was happening. So top shoulder dropping, top hip dropping. Breath deep. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a circle or rock. Feeling what's touching the floor. And then bring both legs up and give them a good shake out, shaking the muscles on the bones. Let's release and stretch long, coming to the other side. Starting with toes pointed, bottom arm extended, top hand for a little balance, squeeze the legs together and up. So we're practicing working and being at ease, both at once. So some parts are really working, squeezing, lengthening. Can you relax your face? Release the legs down. Now lift the legs again and lift the bottom arm. Engaging what's useful, really energizing, lengthening, and can your breath be slow? Release down, take the top arm overhead. Arms squeeze together, legs squeeze together, reach out and up. And release down. Let's bend the bottom arm, hand to your head, flex your feet. And see if you can bring that top leg up like tree. Open through the knee, try and balance without your top arm. Keep bringing everything into the midline. Now reach your hand on the inside for the big toe. Extend whatever amount you're looking for your edge. It may not look like what I'm doing. Keep bringing everything to the midline. And then release, hand to the floor, lower that top leg until it's about 6 inches off the floor. Kick through your heel, reach through your toes, splitting the legs wide. And release, drop your foot to the floor where it is. Hand that was on your head reaches for the foot. Roll that top arm open, drop down through the top hip. If you did try a quad stretch on the other side, you can try for that again. Feeling everything that's here. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Little movement here, feeling what's touching the floor. A little massage for what's touching the floor. And then take both legs up. Good loose shake, shaking the muscles on the bones. Drop your feet to the floor. Let's interlace fingers behind the head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Then inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Last one. Release down. Now bring your right knee in and your left elbow across. And then stretch that right leg long. Now bring it in. Reach it long. Knee in. And reach long. In. And long. One more. Same thing other side. Left knee in, right elbow across. Stretch long. Knee in. Reach long. In. And long. In. And long. One more. Now bring both legs up. Outwardly rotate the legs. Bring one leg in front of the other and then switch back and forth quickly as you slowly lower your legs towards the floor. When it gets difficult to keep the lower back on the floor, head back up. Quick little switches. Slow, lower and lift. One more. And then release. Bring your knees in. Little circle or rock. Make your way up onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees, you could put a blanket or cushion down. Hands right under shoulders, fingers spread. Let's take a few rolls through the spine, lifting head and tailbone arching, and then round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back. Press up and round. Arch. Dip down. If going all the way down is too much, you might just go a couple of inches, keeping elbows bending straight back. Press up, round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. Press up, round. Arch. One more time, dip down. Press up, round and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Finding a relaxed position for your head, your neck. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Release back to center. Let's come on to forearms for a forearm plank. We'll measure off the elbows so they're just shoulder width apart, forearms parallel. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and then you might let your hips lower and lift, finding where are the options here. And then can you feel where your hips are level? If you have a mirror, you could look. Are they even with shoulders, heels, head? Same thing with your head. You could drop it. You could lift it. Can you find where does your neck follow the line of the rest of the spine? And then see if you can bring that whole straight line of your whole body a little higher away from the floor, lifting. Let's shift onto one forearm, lift the other arm. You can keep your feet one in front of the other or stack them one on top. Pull up through the top arm, lengthen out through the top of the head. Last breath. Release. Switch. Pulling up, lightness, lengthening out. Release. Let's come back to child's pose. This time in child's pose, let's bring the elbows to the floor, palms together, fingers pointing up, and walk your elbows forward and together. So they're about shoulder width apart, as far forward as you can, and then let your shoulders release towards the floor. If you want to deepen this, you can take your wrists apart by pushing into your fingers and separating your wrists so your forearms are closer to parallel. This is a big stretch for the shoulders, upper back, chest, and also helps train the arms to be in the position we're looking for pretty much every time the arms are overhead in yoga. In down dog, in our warrior poses, and wheel. Let's release the arms down. And roll your way up. So let's come into a comfortable cross-legged position. If you want to sit on something, you're welcome. Take the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and then take it back. As you do this, drop the ribs, draw the belly in. So this is the same stretch we were just doing on one side. You can feel around. What do you notice here? Let's release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. As you do this, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across your chest. Nice deep breath. Release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around behind your back. So back of your hand is at your waist, interlace fingers at your waist, pull your knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, let's reach both arms back. Chest open, and you can stay upright or fold. Folding might be just dropping your head, or could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up and recross the legs. Other leg in front or on top. Left arm up, bend it straight back. Grab your elbow, take it back. Drop your ribs, draw the belly in. Feel around. I love moving inside poses. Our bodies have so many moving parts. It's amazing. The things we can learn about our unique bodies are endless. Let's release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm. Draw back through your shoulder. There are some styles of yoga that get really specific about what we're doing inside these poses. Iyengar is one style, which beautiful, so good. Some people really need specific instruction. My teacher studied with Iyengar, one of my teachers, Eric Schiffman, and what he said was Iyengar was this amazing, embodied, intuitive. He was so embodied. And he got in his body and felt what he was doing. Let's release this arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around. Try interlacing with the other thumb on top, fingers to the front, or knuckles to the front, elbows towards one another, circle your left shoulder this time. So he would get in and do what he was doing and then describe what he was doing. And then he taught his teachers to describe what he was doing. But what we can do is just get in there and feel the energy flow and experiment and explore. And maybe we have different bodies than Mr. Iyengar or anybody else. Interlace keeping fingers interlaced, reach knuckles back, chest open. You can stay here or fold. So as you're doing whatever you're doing, how curious can you be? You're not trying to replicate something. You're discovering. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Roll your way back up. Let's bring feet to the floor, hip width apart. You can shift your hands to the floor in front of your feet. Then take a gentle rock forward and backward. As you rock forward, you're looking for a stretch on your toes, soles of the feet. As you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. And then drop your heels, lift your hips. Let's hang in ragdoll, feet hip width apart, parallel. And take a sway, shake out, letting go. What is there to release? Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's feel balance on 2 feet. You might separate your feet hip width apart and shift your weight. You can shift forward and backward, insides, outsides, tuning into the soles of the feet, feeling. And when we balance, we can think about a tripod of support with the feet, the heel and two sides of the upper foot on each foot. And then let's shift to one foot, seeing if you can feel that tripod of support. We'll bring the right leg up for tree, Vrikshasana. Arms can be out to steady you, or if you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up. How does this feel different or similar from when we were doing pretty much the same pose on the floor? This orientation to gravity. And let's go ahead and grab the big toe. So kind of just like we did on the floor, you can open your knee out. This might be where you stay, or you could straighten it part way or all the way straight, keeping hips square, chest and torso even. The other arm can be out to steady you. Let's release. Shake that out. Get steady on 2 feet. Feel those tripods of support. And then move over to the other side. Left leg comes up. As high as you can, as low as you need. Doesn't have to be at the inner thigh. Could be the calf or ankle. You choose your arm position. Standing as tall as you can. Opening the knee. Stable, long torso. And we're going to reach down for the big toe. And maybe you just hold it out, knee quite bent. Maybe extend a little bit. You meet your edge there. Maybe go towards straight. Feel your alignment. Can your torso be like mountain pose, standing tall and even? Let's release. Shake that out. Let's bring hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back, roll your elbows back. And then lift the chest, little upper back arch. Like you're floating a balloon in your heart towards the ceiling. And then release. Let's fold. Grab your big toes with the first 2 finger and thumb with that grip, lengthen. And then fold a little deeper, pulling against your feet. Seeing if you can traction out your spine. And you may need to bend your knees quite a bit. And if holding your toes doesn't work for you, don't do it. Let's release the hands, lower the hips, and come into a squat, malasana. Your heels may or may not come to the floor. It's okay if they don't. You can widen your stance, you can turn the toes out. You're going to open up the knees using the elbows. Shoulders roll back and down, chest open, torso long, strong core. Let's work our root lock, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. So as you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Engage and release. And now engage and keep holding and keep breathing. So drawing in strongly through the pelvic floor, connecting that all the way up, top of the head. Feel your whole spine, your whole torso long. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold. Feet back to parallel. Any arm position. Any movement. Let's lower the knees and get set up for camel pose. If you want to pad your knees, you could roll up the front of the mat or use a blanket. So neutral pelvis, make sure you're not duck butting or over tucking, just keeping it neutral. We'll bring hands to the top of the buttocks just like we did standing. Shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift the heart. Chest lifting high. You can stay here with hands where they are or reach back for your heels. If the heels are a little too far, you might tuck your toes. It'll give you another couple of inches. Could also try using blocks. Can you keep your tailbone dropping? Chest lifting, spreading. Head can be forward the whole time. You could look up. You could dunk your head back. What feels best for you? And then release. Come up. Sit back. And let's come all the way to sitting. Extend the legs forward. Flesh of the sit bones back. Inch the heels forward. If you want to sit up on something, you're welcome. We're going to take a seated forward fold. You can grab your feet or use hands on the floor or put something around the feet. Lengthen and fold. Let's release. Bring the soles of the feet together. Grab your toes or your ankles. Lengthen and fold. Elbows could push into the legs to help them open, or if it works better, you can lean into hands or elbows in front or behind, or maybe a block. Bring the upper body back up. Keep the right leg more or less where it is. Open the left leg out to the side, gate pose, Parigasana. Right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow on inside or outside of that straight leg. Feel the arm connected all the way down through the whole torso. Let your head fall towards the floor. Now take the top arm out and down until your shoulder drops down, stretching left side of the neck. sorry, right side of the neck. I'm doing left, but mirroring. The head is dropping one way, shoulder dropping the other. Now push into the bottom hand to come up. You can use that hand to lift your head, staying nice and relaxed. Same thing other side. Switch the legs. Left arm up and over. Big reach. And let your head fall. Take the top arm out and down, stretching left side of the neck now. Head falling one way, shoulder pulling the other way. And then press into the bottom hand to come up. Use that hand to lift your head. We'll open both legs wide. Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose. Try and have the feet and knees pointing straight up. If they are falling one way or the other, keep bringing them up. And you may want to sit up on something. So we're going to use hands for support. Could be behind you, could be in front of you. You could come further, maybe using some kind of prop leaning into, going towards length, towards folding. Let's bring the upper body back up. If you did fold, lean back, draw the legs in, shake that out. Let's come back onto our backs. And bring your knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. Drop your feet to the floor. Let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through. I'm going to grab the left leg, hug it in, stretching right outer hip. What is there to release here? Let's release, left foot to the floor. Straighten, right leg up. Holding somewhere behind your leg, flex and point. Circle. Both directions. And release. Switch, cross the left ankle above the right knee. Reach your hands through. Grab the right leg, hug it in. Stretching left outer hip. What are you engaging? Is it useful? Can you release a little bit more? Let's release. Right foot to the floor. Straighten the left leg up, flex, point, circle. And then release. Left leg all the way along the floor. Bring your right knee to your chest. And then guide it across for a spinal twist. Open out through your right arm. Feel free to use movement, touch. Release. Let's grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long, take it across. Spinal twist. Release. Roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. And just check in with your body. What do you need? What would feel like a good wrapping up of this practice for you? Maybe there's a pose or a movement or touch. Is there a part of your body that's needing something? take your time with whatever you're doing. Each time you finish something, you can again ask, what now? When nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable in your final resting pose, Savasana. Feel free to grab any props or adjust your clothing or continue with some self-massage, helping things let go through touch. Eventually settling into stillness, letting go of the control of your breath, letting go of all the doing. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, move your wrists and ankles, and take a big stretch out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in, roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice, for showing up. You can let your gratitude expand out to whatever feels easy in this moment. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Feel free to reach out if you have any requests for future offerings. And thank you so much for your support in whatever ways you're able to do that. I very much appreciate being compensated for my work in the world. And I love that I get to offer these for free. So if paying is not how you could support me, you could share these videos with others who may enjoy them, or just let me know that you're receiving them and appreciating them. And if abundance is part of your experience of living, then throw me some love. It really helps me out. Thank you.